what the big deal about Cracker Jack is. Did you ever go and buy a pack of Cracker Jack thinking you're going to get a prize and find no prize in the box?
You got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me.
Freehand is beating his net at the plate. Crawford is over there watching. Good see, sir. You're in the wrong seat, buddy. Come on. Oh, I must be in the front row.
Also along the lines of streakiness, we got to bring up our favorite, Pete Crow-Armstrong, who you love to hate. I could see why opposing fans would love to hate him. Cubs fans are not mixed. He's very popular, but he's a confounding player. But he's back on a hot streak after famously slumping and suffering from the Southside Bride incident during the Cubs Sox series. He went on a quick funk. But since then, the last 10 games, he's hitting OPS of 966, including 2 home runs, including 4 hits on Saturday night in St. Louis, which I don't know if you paid any attention to that series at all, but St. Louis actually did win that series. But
yes, they did.
It was fun, old school division baseball, and the Cardinals are somehow competitive again, even though you and I wrote them off to start the season.
We certainly did.
They're looking solid, and it was a fun series. But the best part was on Saturday night, PCA had 4 hits, but he was like 1 hit short of the cycle. But his home run came through a chorus of overrated cheers from specifically from a section of shirtless dudes up in the upper deck.
Tarps off. Yeah,
I was wondering if you've heard about this tarps off phenomenon.
Oh, I have. And the Cardinals have embraced it.
Yeah, I've heard some origin stories about this. I've seen it for a couple of years. I've seen it at other sporting events too, not just baseball games. But somehow St. Louis is either leaning into it or claiming they started it. But PCA hit his home run right into the middle of the Tarps off group that was chanting overrated, which is just too perfect. He was even laughing, running around the bases, which made people hate him even more. But I don't know if you saw any of the highlight from that.
I saw that. I found it funny. I thought it was funny that he was laughing, and the poetic justice of hitting right in.
That's Hollywood shit. That's just crazy. Yeah. Well, of course, PCA would do that.
It's kind of like when you yell steroids at a catcher on the Tigers and he blasts a home run and then points to you after he gets to home plate. I mean,
that happened to someone on this podcast.
It happened to someone on this podcast. It is.
Did you have your shirt on or off at the moment you were taunting Pudge?
That was my shirt off type of days too, but it was on. It was
you had a tarps off period in your life.
I did have a tarps off, especially in New Orleans.
It would happen in bars across Chicago, in New Orleans. Suddenly Pete would be shirtless.
Yeah, I had developed the one arm pull too. I could use my thumb and get my shirt off in
don't
one
do it.
yank.
Please don't do it.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
I
had the closest thing to having a shirt off today is I did consider the basketball jersey for the for the
your celebratory today. Mood, the Schmedium basketball jersey.
Yeah, snug.
Well, that would have been a treat for the YouTube watching.
It sure would have. But anyway,
so you're past your tarps off phase.
I am definitely past my tarps off phase.
I don't think I ever had one, but I certainly don't have one now. So don't worry, folks watching. You don't have to deal with that. But did you see the feeble attempt by the tarps off crew to throw the ball back on the field?
I missed that.
I thought it. I've seen it. It popped up a couple times on my, I think, Instagram feed, but I thought it was CGI or AI generated because it doesn't look right. It's like the guy looks like, he's pissed off, shirtless and pissed off. He's trying to throw the ball back on the field. He didn't throw it anywhere near the field. They're like 20 rows up. He didn't even get it out of the stands. He hit like the people in the third row. And it looked like he was using the wrong arm. Like if he was right-handed, he was throwing with his left hand. It just looked completely pathetic. So the tarps off crew couldn't have looked any worse. Just another part of the Hollywood story was Saturday night. Just crazy. So yeah, I wanted to bring up the Tarps off movement. Maybe we should do some more research, figure out where that started. I've heard it in Detroit over the start. I think it's cool. I mean, to get people fired up about baseball, whatever. However, it's kind of adds to the crazed atmosphere. I think it's a lot of Gen Z. Is that the
Yes,
20-year-old generation right now?
Yeah. I'm gonna see if I have it in my photos still, because the game, the PCA game,
On the south side?
No, in St. Louis, they actually had so they actually the St. Louis posted this fan, welcome to Tarps Off. This is a high energy Cardinals supporter section. Guests should they're making a promo out of this. What section it was.
Okay.
What was going to be occurring. So warning, as you walk into these seats, this is what's going to be happening.
It's organized.
Yes. Standing throughout much of the game, loud cheering, chants and shirt waving, naked in the ninth, strip and show pride. This is a sign.
Whoa. Naked in the ninth.
Yes.
We're removing pants? I mean,
I don't know.
What are we doing here? Like,
keep it loud, positive, and respectful of the team, staff, and each other.
Okay, yeah, that can't be removing pants. So
yeah,
they need to rephrase that naked in the ninth part.
I think they just thought that sounded better rather than shirts off in the ninth. So it's naked in the ninth. Shirt off. Yeah, good old Sylvie.
Have you seen that in Sox Park in all of your visits?
Yeah, there was one that got organized in the upper deck, but not during one of my visits.
Okay,
but I saw it on TV at night.
It always seems to be in the upper deck too. It's like, that's I guess part of the whole idea. Cheap seats and take your shirt off.
Yeah, and I think is also part of for the White Sox, that's usually spacious. There's
room.
There's room up there. Even on a 30,000 plus game, most people are either wandering in the outfield or standing out in the outfield, and whatever. So yeah, so I think that's part of it, is that it's just an easier place to organize without having someone bother you.
Yeah,
but
or not causing a commotion behind home plate or anything where the ushers would have to get involved.
Yeah, as long as this doesn't lead to overly intoxicated fighting, I could care less about it. It's funny to me. So
I haven't really noticed like a drinking aspect to it. I think it's just a bunch of rowdy bros taking their shirts off. I don't notice them having a bunch of beers or causing any trouble so far. So
that element is going to enter into the Tarps Off situation now.
But does that generation even drink beer? I mean,
no, that's the other thing. They're all drinking like non-alcoholic drinks or whatever.
So maybe this will never escalate or de-escalate into madness
till I show up.
That's why we're not invited. One of the reasons we're not invited.
Maybe you and I should host a Tarps Off.
Yeah, we're not doing
enemy my enemy promo somewhere.
That's what I was afraid this was turning into. It's not happening.
The wheels are spinning now.
Post-game show is brought to you by Christ, I can't find it. The hell with it.
One guy poured beer all over my head. The guy said, how can you take that? I said, look, that man didn't do nothing. He poured some beer on my head. He's just showing he's a White Sox fan. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Sparky, a million thanks for, as always, the most interesting interview. And now today, let's just have a lot of thrilling baseball and not so many fisticuffs.
We're at home